Hello everyone, my name is Ariel Hernandez. I'm a student of International Relations and I'm going to do my homework. For my homework, I'm going to answer the next following questions. Okay, and the first one is identifying the main debates within the arts. Why are debates often drawn out or without a clear winning emerging? Then the four great debates in the arts: realism, idealism, traditionalism, scientism, neoliberalism, and rationalism, reflectivism, highlighting the second debate, the complex interdependence and the emerge of the international political economy. Sometimes the debates are prolonged because there are still doubts about the subject or there are issues that remain to review in depth. So they are prolonged to be able to extend the investigations and yield better results. Okay, that's number one. Let's with the number two. What are established theoretical tradition in arts? How can they be seen as established? We point out of tradition in the study of international relations on which four models of the world are maintained: obsidian anarchy, human as a global community, derived from the Roman and Christian medieval tradition, the Kantian model of world society, and the traditional Grotian notion of the state society. Okay? Idealistic and normativistic phase is determined by the international and intellectual context derived from the World War I. The conflict and had demonstrated the tradition fragility to ensure international order and peace. Realistic and empirical normative phase, characteristic by growing international instability, a consequence of political, economic, and ideological internal and international shocks, and by the verification of the failure of the general system. Behavioral quantitative phase, characteristic by the different attempts to approach sociology and the theoretical elaboration in international relations. Post-behavioral phase, without abandoning the scientific emphasis to review studies, he directs his attention to human behavior, to the real problems of the world, to underlying motivation and values in every culture. Next one. Why were the first arts strongly influenced by liberalism? Because liberalism maintains that the interaction between states is not limited to the political security but also to economic and cultural aspects. Thus, instead of an anarchical international system, there are various opportunities for cooperation to broad opinions for power such as a cultural capital. Next one. Seen in a long term, realism is the dominant theoretical tradition in art. Why? This is thanks to the fact that realism refers that the motivation of the statesman and his ideological inclinations are useless to study international politics. Classical realism assumes that the world is politically organized by nations, and therefore the nation's interest is the key element, and for this the nation states arise. Next one and last one. Why do scholars have favorite theories or pet theories? What are your own theoretical preference? Okay, because they consider these theories the most accurate in this critical due to the studies carried out during the time in which they worked in the area of international relations. Okay, in my opinion, I refer the theories that have been tested under the most real critical possible, and despite the circumstance, they remain as faithful possible. Okay, that's my homework. I answered the questions. I hope this my homework result useful for you, and I think I answer every question with the most accurate information for this homework. Okay, thank you very much for your time and see you next time.